Let me welcome all of you. So my name is Kash. I'm the Chief Product Officer at the Credit Star Group. And welcome to our first ever investor webinar for Monit SmartSaver. I've joined the group 3 years back, and I'm responsible for product design, marketing, and operations. So my prior experience is working for financial services for nearly 24 years. I've spent a lot of time building consumer finance products and businesses across the Europe. And the reason I've joined Credit Star Group because of the vision that we have and how we want to help people live the best financial life. So here I have my colleague, Christian.
All right, pleased to meet you, everybody. Finally get to meet you all. May not be face-to-face, but definitely good to see you all. As Kash has said, my name's Christian. I'm the VP of Operations here at Credit Star. Looking after everything operational, but also getting a hand into the product side of things. Also having a look at the marketing and basically trying to move the customer journey forward, making sure that you guys get the best customer experience that you possibly can. And I'm really hoping that you get a real feel for that from the presentation that we're going to share with you today. So thanks for joining.
Okay, thank you very much. So the reason we wanted to come and speak to you guys because we have started talking to our customer for nearly a year and a half ago, and we have been learning so many things from our customers. And there were always some questions about why we should invest in SmartSaver and where the money gets deployed, and there are a ton of questions. So we were going to write a blog, but then we thought, let's just talk to our investors and then tell the insight about how we run the business, how the SmartSaver works, and what are the future plans. So we're going to go through probably around 45 minutes to an hour, and we're going to try and answer all of your questions in this presentation. But if you have any questions left, feel free to send it to us. And also, after this webinar, we're going to upload this webinar onto our usual social media platform, so you can watch in your own languages at your ease. Okay. So let's just kick off. Just loading the presentation. Thanks. Cool. So before we begin going deeper into the inner workings of SmartSaver and how the Monit works, how the Credit Star works, I just wanted to quickly recap on the SmartSaver as a product. So a couple of years back, we had this thesis that there is a big gap in the market for fixed income product. As you guys know, we have been doing lending for nearly 18 years, and we have been talking to millions of customers, and we learned that they all wanted to earn regular high returns on their savings. They want to increase their wealth. So we came up with this idea called Monit SmartSaver. So it's a very simple product. It takes probably a few minutes to sign up to the platform. Very simple concept, like you have a main account where you load your money, and as soon as you load money, it starts earning a return anywhere between 7.25% APY to 8.33% APY. It's quite easy to actually deposit your money. You can use the bank transfer, you can use the instant card deposits, and we also have quite a few cool features like vaults, which gives you high returns for 6 months and 12 months. We also have some calculator that helps you actually plan your future, so you know exactly what you're going to earn in a specific duration, and we have some fantastic rewards programs. So do check it out if you haven't checked out all the features yet. Now, in last 2 years, I think if I have to summarize, there's one big thing that I would say that the investor confidence had grown immensely. So far we have 15,000 and more, and probably counting, investors across from 40 countries. Our mission is to be the #1 P2P investment platform in the world, and we have created in excess of 3 million in customer value. This is the direct monetary value that we have generated in last 24 months. And in next 12 to 24 months, that number is going to go exceptionally higher. Now, if we want to share some details about how the number looks behind the scenes, so we have got in excess of 15,000 investors. The average deposits are around 5K. The vault has been an amazing successful feature where more than 39% of the deposits being locked into 12 months, 6 months vault. Our investor loves the simplicity of the product, so they constantly use it. They deposit money, they withdraw money. 71% and more, they are using it twice or more than that. The platform's been growing like more than 8% a week. We have 18%, and I think the number is actually more than that. We have 18 to 20% of daily active user who uses the platform on a daily basis. Just to give you a flavor, every 10 minutes we have one deposit come through the platform. So by the time we finish this webinar, we would have a lot of money that flows through the platform, and people will start earning the interest as well. In terms of the vault, we have every 30 minutes a new vault's been created. And the exciting part is the people are really using the vaults to achieve their bigger goals. Like, our users are creating vaults for their wedding plans, the kids' education, the retirements, the rainy day funds. So lots of insight that we are earning. Now, one of the important questions that we always wanted to come back to you guys was, why should you trust Monit SmartSaver? So let's go back to the group activities. So Monit SmartSaver is a part of Credit Star Group. So we started business back in 2006 in consumer lending. So we started with consumer loans, installment loan, and then we gone into the flexible loans. We offer our loans in 8 markets. These are very important markets, and we have around 1 million plus consumers on that particular products. In last 2 years, we started going into the investment category, which is our SmartSaver. Now, in terms of the numbers, so since the inception of 2006, we have been profitable every year. So our audited report is available on the website, so please check it out. But just to give you a flavor, we got a consumer loans, which gives up to 10K in loan amount. Last financial year, our interest income was 63 million, and net profit was 8.2. Platform's been growing consistently, year on year, and we have solid team of 100 employees across many countries working for the group. So one of the question was, how does the business works behind the scenes? So as you would imagine, if you want to do a consumer lending, we would need some capital. So we started the business with the corporate bonds. So I think so far we have done around 35, 36 corporate bonds. We have been doing it for many years now. So that's our main source of capital that we use to get the capital into the system. We also have private loans from institutions and high net worth individuals. We have credit line with the banks. And we also have a portion, which is the P2P finance, which is where the SmartSaver fits in. So roughly around, so SmartSaver actually source of capital is considerably smaller than other usual source of capital like bond. And once we get the capital into the system, we then deploy it in terms of the consumer loan between both the brands, Credit Star and Monit, across 8 markets.
Yeah, thanks, Kash. So I think that really kind of sets the scene to some of the questions that we've had with regards to the trust element of the stability of the company that SmartSaver sits within, and some of the questions that we've been having from our investors, not only through the reach out that we did, asking people to sign up and submit questions, which is great, but also through other things such as our customer support, our chats, etc., and our social media posts, is exactly how do we get to the point where we can actually deliver the amazing returns that we do at the present moment. So I'd just like to touch on that a little bit. Kash did allude to it. It's a very simple model if you look at it in sort of separate positioning. So the money or the investment that we get through SmartSaver, we actually deploy in our consumer lending arms. So we are literally using the capital to then fund the lending business. And as you can see from the numbers down here that we've got, 32% is our average loan interest. So we're achieving a good level of interest and revenue that comes back from our lending operations, which then gives us the opportunity to give you those amazing returns that we're seeing. So as Kash mentioned, up to 9.96 APY for a 12-month vault is more than sustainable for our business model at the present moment. It all sits within the realms of our profitability and also our cash flow, as Kash did allude to before. Another one of the questions that we've been asked several times, and I know this has also come up with some of our influencers who've published videos, it's been mentioned quite a lot. It's in the news, Euribor is dropping. It's a fact, and I think literally a couple of days ago, there is talk of a downward trend in Euribor, which is obviously going to affect people's savings accounts in their banks, maybe their investment portfolios, etc. But one thing is not going to happen is that the SmartSaver rates aren't going to change. So if you look at it in the way that it sits in total parity, Euribor's actually reducing, the SmartSaver rate staying the same. In actual fact, it means that you're going to be receiving more through your SmartSaver portfolio than you would anywhere else. And I think this is really kind of highlighted with some of the partnerships that we've actually grown across Europe with several wealth management companies. So actually dealing with financial advisors who deal with clients, rather large investment portfolios in some cases that we see some rather large amounts coming through. They've got that confidence that we can actually provide a service through them to their investors to basically secure their future and ongoing investment and also those returns that we're able to deliver at the present moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry, one more piece I would add is we would highly encourage you to really look at the history of the Euribor in last 24 months versus the Monit SmartSaver interest rate. Because when we launched, I think we started with 7.25% APY. Yep. And today we are 9.96% APY. And I think Christian's got an amazing formula that would potentially help you achieve more. Wow, yeah.
We're achieving a good level of interest and revenue that comes back from our lending operations, which then gives us the opportunity to give you those amazing returns that we're seeing. So as Cash mentioned, up to 9.96 APY for a 12-month vault is more than sustainable for our business model at the present moment. It all sits within the realms of our profitability and also our cash flow, as Cash did allude to before. Another one of the questions that we've been asked several times, and I know this has also come up with some of our influencers who've published videos, it's been mentioned quite a lot, it's in the news, Euribor is dropping. It's a fact, and I think literally a couple of days ago there is talk of a downward trend in Euribor, which is obviously going to affect people's savings accounts in their banks, maybe their investment portfolios, etc. But one thing is not going to happen is that the SmartSaver rates aren't going to change. So if you look at it in the way that it sits in total parity, Euribor's actually reducing, the SmartSaver rate staying the same. In actual fact, it means that you're going to be receiving more through your SmartSaver portfolio than you would anywhere else. And I think this is really kind of highlighted with some of...
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he touched on the customer focus collection part. But I think the entire process begins before actually we give out the money to our borrowers. So we go through a very detailed decisioning process. We use lots of data, open banking data, registry data, income data. Different market, we have got access to this, proprietary data sets. We use the data and then we apply the machine learning and AI algorithm to really figure out if this customer is eligible for a given loan that he is looking for. And once we go through that process, at any point in time, if we need to get additional data, we have a fantastic back office team. So, the point that I'm driving here is, we take super care before we deploy a single euro. So that means the money comes back. So this chart, as you can see, even though it looks downward, but which is good because the impairment rate should go down. That means every euro that we deploy comes back. So if you now think about 32% average, in some markets we have slightly higher interest, some markets we have slightly lower interest, but the average is 32%. So we are more likely to get the money back from our borrowers, and then we can offer a good returns to our SmartSaver investors. This is actually, we have been thinking about this morning as well. This is one of my favorite slides, and I said to Christian earlier today, because I was not sure whether I was going to show this transaction number, because 13,000 withdrawals we processed in last 24 months with the 100% record time. So we have 10 days business SLA, and the reason for 10 days is, once you deposit your funds into a SmartSaver, we then go and deploy into our loans. So when you make a request, we need to do some liquidity management, and we need to ensure that we unlock the funds, and then we pay you back. Most of the time, we have ability to have the funds available right now, but just on a hygiene level, just to make sure that set the expectations, we have 10 days. But we are constantly working towards a process that allows potentially to reduce the time frame in the future. So yeah, the takeaways, 13,000 withdrawals process on time every time. We have very sophisticated liquidity algorithms in place, so we know at any point in time potential withdrawals, and we can have those funds available into the system. So if you need your funds to achieve your goals, let's say you start your vault with 50,000 euro to plan for your holiday homes in Spain, and now is the time to go and sign the paperwork. Absolutely, we would like you to take that money and go and do what you need to do. Another piece that we are really proud of is our customer service. So from day one, we have been absolutely working hard to ensure that we give the best-in-class customer service. We take every request that comes through on any platform, either being a Trustpilot or being on our chat, and we make sure that we give factual answer, we give accurate answer at speed, and with empathy, because we absolutely understand that this is your money and we need to ensure that it's been deployed in a right way. So go and have a look at the feedback that we have been getting on Trustpilot. We are excellent as we speak right now, and we have some really good ideas in terms of how we can take the customer service to the next level. So here I want to share a video. This is just a snippet of clippings from the customer development that we have been doing with all our investors by our team that really summarizes why our investor loves us, why they are using the product, what are they using it for, and what sort of features that they would like to have in the product. So let me just play the video and you can listen in. Okay, it should begin.
I'm using SmartSaver to diversify my investments.
The platform website is so simple and so easy to use.
You have built a very interesting user experience in my perspective. So it's really easy to understand, it's really easy to start with.
So it's really easy to top up my money from another card.
And it starts growing instantly from the second it arrives.
Yeah, the earning is coming daily.
You clearly see that SmartSaver has a higher interest rate.
It's very appealing comparing with what usual banks offer.
It is completely passive. I mean, you don't have to do anything.
So easy to understand, no rocket science.
It's a no-brainer. The way that you have set up the vaults really help, to define the investment purpose or objectives. So it's really useful.
And I'm really happy that you had this auto renew option.
It's really easy to do the withdrawal.
That I can deposit the money from my Monit account to my bank account very quickly.
I really like the support. I think your support is really good. I had some questions and they replied within minutes.
And I love how fast it is. I love how easy to use it. It doesn't cost me money.
I can work with Monit very well.
On most of the channels, I saw that Monit SmartSaver is really on top. It's really the peak of the P2P platforms.
You do everything for me, and that is great.
I'm happy about your platform.
Doing wise choices on your saving allow us to put something on the side today to have a way better life tomorrow.
Yeah, I think, as you can see, this video quite nicely summarizes how people are feeling about the product and why they use the product. One of the change that we have made last year is really started engaging with the business. And what we've learned, a lot of small businesses, and in fact medium-sized businesses, they would like to use SmartSaver. So we launched that product now. We have also started working with financial advisors, wealth management businesses, and they're really keen to promote the product to their clients as part of the diversification, portfolio diversification for the P2P fixed income.
Yeah, so I think, as Kash said, that video encapsulates pretty much everything that we've already mentioned with regards to the platform itself. It's easy, it's intuitive, You don't need to do anything, but we also give you the opportunity to really supercharge your earnings, which is what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's, if we can give our returns back to you, you're going to be happy. It helps fund the business. We can move things forward together. And one thing that we really pride ourselves is over the last 2 years, we started with a very simple product. It was a 7.25% APY. As we've mentioned, we've moved that up to 8.87 APY within the main account. Then we've introduced the vaults, as well as a whole host of other features. And this is something I think is really indicative of the SmartSaver way, is we're not happy to sit still. We always want to continuously move that envelope to ensure that we can give you the best customer service, best customer outcome, and so you really love that product and you can start telling everybody about it. And I think that's really key. Just to give you a brief overview on some of the numbers, and I think this is really kind of pleasing. We've got some numbers on here, obviously no names, but just to give you a little bit of a flavor about how much some actual investors are actually earning with our platform. And as you can see, there's some users on 22,000 down to 19. This is their actual wealth earned. This is not the amount they've got in their account. This is the extra returns that these consumers have actually earned through being with SmartSaver. And again, keep going back to it. It's the simplicity. These investors have had to do nothing. They may have had to open a vault potentially, as we can see here. We've got 76% of our vaults are actually in 12 months, which is really fantastic. People are trusting us with their money for 12 months because they know that A, it's a nice safe platform, but B, they're going to be receiving these huge returns at the end of it. And one vault that we've got, just one vault, is going to be producing 21,000 euros in a year worth of returns, which again, if you can imagine yourself in a year's time to where that would be, that's your child going to college, that's a car, that's a really nice holiday, and we're growing. So as Cash said at the very beginning, every 30 minutes somebody is opening a vault with the potential to earn this kind of returns. So this is the kind of the flavor of where you can get to with actually putting money into SmartSaver. Of course, there's different ways we can do that. And this is one of the other questions that we've been getting. How do I earn more? So I gave you a little bit of an insight into some of the amounts that people have been earning. But lots of people have been saying, how can I earn more? Well, Cash is going to touch on some interesting insights into where we're going in the future that's going to help you do that. But in the meantime, we thought we'd come up with a little bit of a cheat sheet, if you like. So sort of the things that you can actually do with your own investments today that is going to really boost your returns. So instead of sitting with your money just in a regular account, waiting for it to grow, there's certain things you can do to actually affect what's going to be there. So the first one is obviously the sign-up bonus. You would have received this. Definitely when you signed up, everybody gets it. There's no parameters that you get it or you don't. Everybody gets it. But put as much money as you can in those first 90 days. On day 90, your sign-up bonus is calculated on your net balance on there. So really, if you've only just signed up, if you're a first-time user, you're within that first 90 days, really capitalize on that because you are going to be with the opportunity to earn that extra 0.25% if you've signed up in a traditional way, or if you've come through one of our influencers and you're lucky enough to get one of the codes, then it will be 0.5, and it will make a material difference with the amount that you put in. Depositing regularly, that's again, there's twofold in this. Our platform works on daily compounding. So really to maximize everything that you can get out of the system is to put in, whether that's little and often or slightly larger, weekly, daily, whatever that looks like. The more you put in and the more regularly you put in, you're really going to start supercharging it with the daily compounding, and it really will make a difference over the time that you're with us. Again, you get comfortable, maybe you've used your sign-up bonus, etc., or you want to save for that big purchase, there's something that you're looking to go and move forward with, open a vault. It's our biggest product, it's 9.96 APY. That is really going to take you to the limit. You've got 10 days from when you open that vault to put as much money in there as you possibly can. The more you put in, the minute that locks, in 12 months' time, you're going to start seeing some amazing returns. And obviously, the good thing about the platform is, if you don't have a vault already, you can actually see your projected earnings. So whatever you put into your vault at the beginning, we will give you a projection on how much you're going to earn. So again, you can start using that. You can then think, okay, I want slightly more than that. If you can afford to, put some more money in. Get that thing really, really working for you. Refer your friends. Everybody's got friends. Everyone's got family or a business. Use them. Use them for your own gain. So we have a refer a friend system whereby if you refer a friend and that friend deposits and puts some money into an account, both of you are going to benefit. You're both going to benefit from an enhanced bonus that's going to come through. Really, really use it. There might be a hidden friend in there who's got 500K who might want to put the money in, or people that don't know about SmartSaver. You know, this is really one of those kind of secrets that we want you to tell everybody about. Don't keep it to yourself, keep it to everybody else, because there may be people out there, they've got money with a bank, they're earning 3%, 4%. That's not fair on anybody. You know, everybody should have the opportunity to earn up to 9.96%. So really spread the word. If it works, you're going to have a referral link within your own dashboard. There will be a link that you can send. They sign up. Let's see both of you make a success out of this and actually improve your returns. Like I say, regular deposits, great for that compounding interest, but we also have a lucky draw. Every single week we have a lucky draw where 5 lucky winners win €100 direct into their account for doing nothing more than making a deposit in that previous week. So again, check it out if you've not already seen it. There's articles with regards to it. There's ways to do it, and you'll actually see the way that we work it. But we're producing 5 winners every single week since we launched this last October, and it's going straight into your account. As soon as it hits your account, you're hitting that daily compound interest again. It's growing for you. Cards, instant deposits. Again, I think it was touched on in the video where one of our actual investors was saying that really enjoy the fact that they can make deposits with their cards because it's instant. Again, you start earning. The second your money hits your SmartSaver account, you are going to start earning interest. Fantastic. That's the best method to keep that daily compound interest going. And more importantly, this is why we reach out to our investors. We reach out regularly. We've done a few of these video sessions where we actually invite to have chats with our clients, but also through our customer support, we're always asking feedback. Give us feedback. Help us grow as a business. New features, perhaps, anything that you suggest we could slightly change or amend or whatever. We're always here to listen. And there's, you know, it's one of those things that there's no bad ideas. We would take everything on board. So those are just a few hints and tips that maybe some of you are doing, maybe some of the things that you've missed out on, you haven't thought about. And all we've done is we've given you an actual indicative example here. So really quite simple. Our max APY, if money was to be put into a 12-month vault, is 9.96. However, if we leverage all of the bonuses, the refer a friends, the lucky draws, and putting money into a 12-month vault, your actual example APY returns could be as high as 11.13. So now we're actually going into different realms of the traditional P2P platforms where you're having to pick loans, etc. So this example is based on a €25,000 deposit and also based on 25,000 from a friend. You know, it's indicative. However, this is definitely something that everybody can achieve. Just taking notice of the bits and pieces that we've got, all of those different bits to leverage, this could be you guys as well.
Yeah, and let me add a couple of bits here. So you can start very slow with SmartSaver. So you can literally start with $10, open an account, and then you can go all the way up to €500,000. And you can gradually build up your account. All these features that he talked about, like vault, daily compounding interest, refer a friend, lucky draw, these features and ideas came from us speaking to you as an investor. So that's why it's very important that we engage with you guys, and then if you can give us more feedback and ideas, we can build some awesome features as well. So another thing that I want to add, no, I think we covered that. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about what's coming up next. So as you can see, we really believe in building a good financial habits. We want to make sure that you achieve your financial goals with vaults and your plans, and we want to help you achieve that faster, even faster. We want to automate everything, because I strongly believe that we are leading towards self-driving money, which is quite an important piece, where today you have so many financial platforms, very complex. You have to go and pick and choose your portfolio, pick and choose your asset classes, keep monitoring it, and this is one of the fundamental difference between SmartSaver and other platform. So we started off with, how about we give you a very simple calculator, which we launched recently. It's been really successful, and I can clearly see that investors are using it. Now this calculator will clearly give you your potential return depending on the investment that you're going to put in, and it will also give you some options like, would you like to use vaults or without vault, for how long, how much money, and it will show you exactly how much interest that you would earn in that duration. So we want to take that idea forward. One of the things that we strongly believe is goals. So goals were very much linked to the vaults. So we started and gave you a very plain vanilla structure as a vault, but we're going to beef it up, add more functionalities around that. So we are working on something that would help you set a goal, and we can help you achieve that with lots of tracking, lots of insights. We can also keep an eye on your accounts to make sure that your account is well optimized, because I think a lot of our investors are using the main account and not the vaults. That means the money is there in the main account, they don't withdraw it, but they are missing out on additional return. So we can track all of that and give you some insights. And as you saw in the previous slides, a lot of our investors use this product quite frequently. So we want to automate that. That means once you sign up to this recurring deposits, it automatically takes the money from your bank account, put it into your SmartSaver account, and then it gets deployed into wherever it needs to get deployed into. We are constantly working on ensuring that our product is as reachable as possible in many parts of the country. So we started with one language in the beginning, and then slowly and steadily, I think we've got 5 or 6 different languages. Obviously not every part of the platform is in a different language, because we are focusing on building product features and there are so many things going on. So slowly and steadily we are focusing on adding new languages, and we have also been working on different currency accounts. So today you can only use SmartSaver with a euro currency, but potentially in future you will be able to use in different currencies as well. Now, one of the requests from our investor around the deposits, because we used to have the bank transfer only. Now the problem was, when you transfer money, it takes around 3 to 4 days, and most of the time we don't have any control. We do not know where the money is in the system. So because of that, we introduced these card payments, absolutely free for you, and we are going to take it to the next level. So we're going to introduce Apple Pay and Google Pay. So with your mobile and Apple Pay and Google Pay, you'll be able to deposit new funds into your account. We are also working on withdrawals. So I know that it's quite important for you, and we listen to you. So we are going to introduce scheduled withdrawals. That means in future date, you should be able to schedule your withdrawals rather than planning for 10 days, because right now it takes around 10 days to get your money back. Now with this kind of feature, you should be able to set your withdrawals for like few months in advance, so you don't have to worry about withdrawing the money. And obviously the piece that we have been working on, which is app, we hear you. I know that it's so important for everyone, for us as well, but as you can see, we have so many things to do. Right now our focus is delivering the value. That means the real monetary value to our investor. So we are prioritizing all the features that helps you gain those value faster. So we are saying no to so many functionalities, but we are just focusing on the pieces that will really help you achieve your financial goals. So these are some of the items that we have been working on, and we're going to launch pretty soon. Do you want to talk about this?
No, after you.
So we have started this tradition since the launch. So every October, we are going to celebrate our SmartSaver Birthday. So from 21st of October to 27th of October, we're going to celebrate our SmartSaver Birthday. This is our 2nd year anniversary. and we got some exciting plans. Now, I can't reveal that today, but I think, the team will kill me if I do that. But we're definitely going to announce that at least a week in advance. So just to give you an idea, these gifts and goodies and new functionalities will help you achieve your goals faster. That's all I can say right now. But it's really good, so please keep an eye on our emails. We definitely do not spam. Every email that goes out of our platform, we make sure that we are personally happy with that content. So we proofread, we make sure that we don't spam our customers. So at any point in time, if you think that our emails are too much noise, we can avoid something, please let us know.
Yeah, so I think just add on this, the birthday part. Unlike some of the companies that perhaps do birthdays and there's a lot of what do we get back out of it, this is purely about you guys. This is actually us giving back to you. They are gifts, they're exactly that. You guys will see the benefit of it, and there is some really quite cool stuff that's in there. And hopefully some of you guys actually take a part of it and actually receive those gifts, because they're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna spin up a couple of things. So this birthday week celebration, we are not only gonna think about our own loyal investor base, but we are going beyond that. We are going to think about what we stand as a brand. Monifit is all about living your best financial life. So we want to go back to the roots, and we want to help our wider community, even though they are not part of our ecosystem. That's okay. So we are going to do our bits in that week. So really excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Anything else we can potentially cover?
No, I think that's it. I think we mentioned before at the beginning of the video that we will record this. It has been recorded. It will go onto our YouTube. And then obviously for our investors, that English perhaps isn't their first language, then you will be able to watch the video with the closed captions. So you'd actually be able to have the same information, but that's going to be useful for yourself.
And please let us know if you like this format of the content. We would love to, come live with you guys, and we can give you more insight in terms of how we work behind the scene. We can get the entire team here if you want, and we can really show you that what we are working on. Yep. Thank you.
Thanks very much.